Hello again and welcome back. I am Jared Case, curator of film exhibitions at the Dryden Theater and the George Eastman Museum, and I've got another streaming recommendation for you as a selection from our virtual cinema on eastman.org/Dryden-theater. The film we're bringing you this week is from a brand new filmmaker named Norris Wong, who works out of Hong Kong, and her first film is called My Prince Edward. It's a nice little play on words because Prince Edward is actually a neighborhood in Hong Kong where our main characters live and work. And it's also the name of one of the characters and how our other romantic lead may feel about him. So, the thrust of the story is that Fong is our main character. She works in a wedding dress shop. She helps people all day, every day, the excited, the anxious, pick out wedding dresses and adjust them for fit so that they can use them to get married. Edward, working in the same sort of multi level shopping mall, is a wedding photographer. And this is how they met. They met several times throughout the course of working on the same weddings. And Edward, again, is around these people all the time. In fact, he is the one setting up these pictures and making them look as happy as possible in these photographs that they're going to cherish forever. So they've been dating for a while and they've been taking it slow. But being around these excited, anxious, and being pressured to get married, Fong is actually getting a little bit on the older side at the age of 31. So she feels the pressure to find someone to get married to and settle down. And Edward does pop the question, and it's in public and it's slightly embarrassing. Fong doesn't know exactly how to react. We certainly see her as being hesitant, and there's a reason for that because we find out that Fong has actually been married before. 10 years ago, she entered into what she calls a sham marriage to a mainlander who was looking for residency in Hong Kong so that he could move about more freely. And what Fong received in return was a settlement, a payment that of money that she could use to move out of the house, move in with her friends, and get her life going on its own without the need for a husband or for her family. So, she is unsure of whether Edward would be the kind of person that would marry someone who had been married before. As a matter of fact, we hear them talking in the shop about photoshopping a marriage license or a document to obscure the fact that someone had been married before to lessen the type of embarrassment that they may have at the wedding ceremony. So, not only is Fong afraid to tell Edward about her past, but complicating matters is that she may actually not yet be divorced. The deal was that Shuwei, who is the mainlander that she married, would get his identification, and then the agency that put them together in this match would then take care of the ID and take care of the divorce after that. However, she never got any indication of that, so she goes to look for the divorce papers and finds out that it's not finalized. So now Fong needs to find Shuwei, bring him to Hong Kong, and make sure the divorce is finalized, and decide if this is really what she wants to do, if this is how she wants to move forward with her life. All, of course, without having Edward find out anything at all, so that she can make the decision about whether or not to tell him on her own without him finding out that she's been lying this whole time. So, a romantic drama that really explores and uncovers the pressures that young people feel to get married and to fulfill that next part of their life plan and move on in the way that society expects them to, but also the pressures that they feel just from being around these people all the time that have this urge, this impulse to get married and to become that part of society. And also the pressures that women feel to have some sort of independence or choose the dependence that they want, whether it's being dependent on their husband or being dependent on their family, as opposed to living on their own as independently wealthy. So a very heartfelt and touching exploration of Fong and her situation from, as I say, a brand new director who we're going to be looking at in the coming years and see if there are more films coming from her that we may want to show at the Dryden. But right now, you can go rent that at Dryden eastman.org/Dryden-theater for only $10, and you get to watch it for 3 days. And there's a portion of that that will come back to us and help support us at the theater until the point in time where we can open back up, and we hope to see you again. So please rent and enjoy. We'll have more of these coming, as well as more recommendations for streamers on other platforms. So stay tuned.